Right, we're here with WFMC Jams, Bonnaroo 2017 with the band Turkuaz. Where is Turkuaz from?
Turkuaz hails from Brooklyn, New York.
Everybody's from Brooklyn, New York.
We're actually from all over the country, but we reside mostly and rehearse and go home to Brooklyn, New York the little time that we're not on tour.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together in this lineup for about 4 or 5 years, pretty much, touring.
Was there a smaller version of the band? Because it's 9-piece, right?
There was sort of an earlier evolution of it. A few of us met at school up in Boston.
That was a bigger band. That was bigger.
Oh, it was a bigger band, that's true.
My. How much bigger?
Dwindled it down to 9.
Yeah, we had to shave it down. Yeah.
The first show was 13 or 14.
For one show. That quickly didn't work.
Were there more horns, more singers?
All horn. Yes to all.
I don't even remember.
Percussion? Sure.
Oh my God!
Percussion, yeah. But no, it's been this 9-piece outfit touring for the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh my God! What are the challenges of touring with such a large group of people?
All the obvious ones, I guess, really, but just the size and logistics of it. But it makes it really fun for us.
Now, what?
I'd say it's, if anything, maybe more fun than driving around with like one or two people all the time.
Are you all in one vehicle or multiple?
Sometimes not. For longer tours, we'll do like the bus thing now, and I'll be on there. But this, we just came down here. We just have 2 shows this week. This and another festival up north, and came in a couple cars.
Now, what is your experience with Bonnaroo, the band?
Well, Craig, you were here a really long time ago, right?
Greg and myself are both here in.
Myself and Greg, the tenor saxophone player here, we're both here in 2006.
As fans, or as
11 years ago as fans?
As fans, yeah.
This is our first appearance as a band. So it's I had a great time. My brother went to the original one, 2002 one, so I always wanted to get there, and I've been trying to get back here as an artist ever since. So it's very yeah, right. Yeah, so it's very special. It's special to be back for sure. Yeah.
Is this the first time Turkuaz has played Bonnaroo?
Absolutely.
Oh my!
Yeah, we're very excited.
And what time do you guys play?
11:30 at that tent. 11:30. 11:30 to 12:30 at that tent.
Tonight. Now, are you guys out on tour behind an album?
We're not in a release cycle right now. The last album we released was an album called Digitonium. Right now, I mean, this is pretty much prime festival season for us right now, as is for a lot of bands. The summertime is when we hit all the festivals. Spring and fall are usually the time when we're doing all the theater shows and constant, like, full-on the road touring, over-the-road touring.
Yeah.
Summertime is pretty much for the time where we all the bands kind of meet up at the festivals and do our festival.
So you guys
jobs.
have more festivals scheduled later this year?
Yeah, we have festivals pretty much all the way up and through September.
Where are y'all playing?
We'll be at Camp Bisco. We'll be at Disc Jam. We'll be at Northwest String Summit. We'll be at Hangtown Halloween out in the West. We'll be at Joshua Tree Music Festival.
Okay.
We'll be at Hot August Festival in Maryland. We'll be at the whale attack. What's that whale? What's that whale? What's the one out in West? Is there something about a whale? Whale Rock Music Festival. So yeah, I mean it's festivals pretty much nonstop until the fall hits, and then right away we go on pretty much a 3-month tour.
Now, I've seen you guys described as a funk band. What makes a band a funk band? What differentiates a funk band from a rock band?
If you're making people dance, I think that means you're making people move. That's funky. I mean, funk. Trying to define that one word as one genre is kind of hard. We play music that makes people dance, and we like to think
there's this very specific. I don't know, Taylor. What do you have it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think funk music is aggressive dance music that's played with instruments.
What were there any particular funk bands that influenced you guys?
I mean, God, you could go on for a long time, but certainly the classics, Parliament, Sly. Talking Heads isn't like a funk band, James Brown, but Talking Heads is like something that I think was really influential to us because they kind of melded funk music and songwriting and aesthetic. That was sort of outside of, sort of a thing that a lot of bands did. They kind of carved out their own niche. by being a song-oriented band that was also playing essentially funk music. And then, bands like the Red Hot Chili Peppers that are here this weekend, obviously, is a big influence on all of us. It's incredible to be on the same bill as a band like that. Love that band. Super.
Y'all tend to jam a little bit, don't you? Sound like a jam band?
Yeah, I mean, we improvise a little bit. We pass some solos around, but certainly I think songs is the intention when we go out to play music.
Who's the primary songwriter in the band?
Not me, no. Jeff, no. I mean, I guess I'm the primary songwriter, but it's been really collaborative, especially more and more lately, which is really cool. A lot of people, when we bring an idea in, it can come from one of a few of us that'll demo something out, and then bring it into the band, and everyone will make their own parts instrumentally a lot of time, which is really cool because then people end up playing what comes naturally to them, and so we let the arrangements breathe, and I think everyone has more fun that way.
Kind of an organic thing. You say you bring in the lyrics and say this is the idea.
Basic.
How do you guys see the song going? Okay.
Yeah, and work it out. Sometimes in rehearsals, sometimes honestly between sound checks and shows. When we're touring most of the year, we probably only rehearse like a small handful of times a year, and so we'll even work material just on the road. Just sound check it one time, try it, and let it develop and sort of reveal itself over the course of a few shows, and then it becomes what it is.
Okay. Now, have any of you not been to Bonnaroo before?
I've never been to Bonnaroo.
What's your impression so far? I mean, I know you haven't played and not much music has started. What's your impression?
It's great, and it's large, and I'm super pumped to play this festival. I've heard a lot about it, and it's not hot. It's like
you're lucky.
Temperature. I've heard in the past it was.
You're very lucky.
In the past, I've heard it's very hot, so I'm excited to play this festival and not sweat.
You'll be okay tonight. Yeah, tonight the low's supposed to be like 51.
Yeah, because we also we dance a lot, and there's a lot of moving, and we have pretty cool wardrobes, so it's nice to be cool while dancing and not sweat through our wardrobe.
Yes.
Are y'all going to be able to stick around after tonight, or you have to go back out on the road?
A little bit, but we're playing Disc Jam on Saturday, so we'll get to chill a little bit tonight.
Oh, okay. You won't be here tomorrow, though?
Unfortunately not.
Darn.
We're driving.
Because I was going to ask you who else you wanted to see, but...
Everybody.
You can still ask that. We just
Yeah. Well, who did you want to see if you could stay?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's probably the top of the list. Chance the Rapper. His music's amazing. Khruangbin, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The Weekend. I like The Weekend.
Craig likes The Weekend. U2 I've heard of. I've never listened to their records, but
I think they're from Europe.
I hear them. Yeah. They're not going anywhere else. So.
Now, for those of you that have been to Bonnaroo, what was the memorable show for you?
Radiohead. Yeah. Radiohead was huge. Yeah, 2006.
Radiohead was awesome. I agree. Radiohead was great. Also, Sonic Youth had an amazing set as well. That really stuck with me.
The Flecktones.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I saw Soul Live, Ben Folds 5. I mean, so many people. It was cool. It was a good year.
Cool.
Gillian Welch. Saw a really nice Gillian Welch. That was a great set. Yeah, I was right around, yeah. Dirk Branson Band, sorry.
Well, the band is great. Yeah. Actually, Lewis Black was doing stand-up as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cool.
You guys have played festivals all over the country. Do you see a difference in fans in different parts of the country at festivals? Are they all about the same? Do you see any difference?
And I think there's definitely a common thread of people that go to see live music. They're, generally upbeat, fun-loving people. I think that's the similarity that you see. I think that, in terms of like major regions, Pacific Northwest has its own distinct vibe. I think the Southeast has its own distinct vibe. I think, whether it be cultural or regional or geographic, I think those things are pretty forgettable. I think it's the fact that everyone that's there is just there to enjoy live music and enjoy being around like-minded people. So I think festival goers are all pretty similar in that respect.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and ask you this last question. You guys ever pick up any influences from the rock and soul and R&B from Muscle Shoals?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me a little bit about that, because that's where I'm from.
Oh, you're from Muscle Shoals, Alabama?
Florence, Alabama, but we're close.
Okay.
We're across the
Close
river from
enough.
Muscle Shoals.
I mean, yeah, that's the music, you know, and from that era, I mean, that's kind of where part of where funk was created, you know. So you have to be aware of that stuff. I mean, yeah, it's some of the best grooves of all time, and I've just the studio itself. I've just heard the vibe there. It's just
Muscle Shoals Sound is back open now. Dan Auerbach just recorded an album there about a month ago. Fame is still operating. Greg Allman did his last album there last
I saw that
summer.
documentary recently that came out. That was amazing too.
Yeah.
Well, also we're all white people, which I think I think that was a thing they talk about a lot.
Oh, yeah.
About how and people would come in and trying to earn that authenticity and trying to prove that you have that and learning being schooled in that way. So I think we relate a lot to that journey of digging into the history of music and trying to just embody that.
Exactly. Excellent. Well, guys, we appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good show tonight. It was nice to meet you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.